Welcome to the new academic year. Thanks for stopping by to see what's new in the Office of Student Retention. My name is Lori Randall. I'm the Director of Student Retention here at UWSP. Part of my job is to collect and analyze data on our undergraduate students to better understand the factors that bring them to UWSP and the factors that keep them here. Another part of my job is to connect colleagues across all three campuses with support and resources for the work we do to help students succeed and continue in their studies at UWSP. That's why my office has launched this video series, Retention in Action. Watch for a new video to arrive in your message of the day and on the University College YouTube channel every other week, with some exceptions for the semester breaks. Episodes will connect you with resources and information and strategies for supporting student success and persistence. In today's episode, I've collected ideas from colleagues about the things they do, both in the classroom and outside of it, to help students feel like they belong at UWSP. I hope you enjoy both hearing their insights and knowing that you are not alone in the excellent work you do to foster student success and retention.
To help students feel that they belong, I do everything I can to set them up to succeed academically. So I encourage them to ask questions in and out of class. I welcome them to office hours so that they can show me drafts of their homework and I can provide feedback for them before they turn in their assignments. Office hours are a great way for students to get to know their instructors better as well. I promote active learning, so I give students time to think about questions on their own and then to talk with their classmates in small groups. I also try to include real life applications so students feel that the material they're learning applies to them directly. I encourage students to form study groups so that they can support their peers and so that they can get support also from their peers. I don't want students to feel like there are surprises on exams, so I provide them with study guides and practice exams in advance, and I keep students up to date with regular announcements on Canvas.
So the first way I like to help students feel like they belong is having an open door where students can come ask questions. That's also via email as well. If I don't know the answer, I'll find somebody who can help them and make sure that they get their issue solved. I also love connecting students to other people on campus who share their similar interests, whether that's letting them know about a student organization, an event on campus coming up. Hey, did you hear about this? I think you'd be really interested. Or connecting them with a professor who maybe has an interest area in what they're curious about. So I love connecting. I also make sure that I connect students to resources. So if they're struggling in a class, letting them know about the TLC, getting them in touch with their professors, and encouraging them to reach out for those resources. So really listening, inviting students into your office, chatting with them, seeing ways that you can help them connect is one of the best ways I found to help students feel like they belong at UWSP.
Hey, so the first thing that I do, the main thing, is to listen in as many ways as possible to my students. That's in class, that's through surveys, that's through anonymous feedback online, and I make sure that there's some way that I actually implement their feedback in the course. I always have something that's negotiable in the course structure so that I can show them that what they want will become part of the class, because the class is for them. I work for them, and if they're not getting what they need, then I want to show that I'm willing to change for that. I also make sure to adapt course materials based on what students' interests are. It's another way to show that I'm actually care about what they're going for and what they're interested in, and I find cases that relate to the things they're interested in. Finally, I try to be human and see their humanity. The way I tend to do that is through music. It's not going to be for everyone, but they can see that, hey, I put on some things, I let you put on some things, and we talk about it. And we're not just here for the course content. We're actually people.
It's important to me that students feel like they belong in my classroom and at UW-Stevens Point. It can be normal when you arrive at any new place to feel like you don't belong. But once you realize other people feel that way too, it can help to alleviate that stress. So one thing that I do in my English classrooms in both composition and creative writing is I introduce students to each other a lot. I give them a lot of time to work with each other in small groups where they learn each other's names and they have time for casual conversation in addition to making connections over the course material. That works with our goals in a writing class anyway, where we need to think about how other people are going to receive our words and our ideas and help us shape our own words and ideas in response to them and their thinking. So in my classes, you can expect to meet other people, to have time to talk, to learn names. And I tell all of my students that my hope for them is that someday in the future, maybe after the semester is over, maybe in a future year at campus, they will see somebody across the lawn or see somebody in another classroom or see somebody out and about and say, hey, I know you were in my English class.
My name is Max Trepetowski, and I'm a product of the University and of Central Wisconsin. I know firsthand how powerful and transformational that this college experience can be because I've lived it and I've lived it here. And I also believe that it has gotten better since I was a student, like remarkably better. In my one credit Intro to Business course, during my office hours, in advising meetings, or even when I'm meeting with prospective students who might be thinking about UWSP, I always try to help students build connections, encouraging them to get involved on campus or try something new they haven't done yet. I try to build in UWSP student stories or talk about our graduates and community and business partners. I always highlight events that we are running at UWSP or key pro events that students can attend within the next few weeks. And finally, and maybe most importantly, I try to make this experience a little less intimidating for students. It's overwhelming, and if we can signify to our students that it doesn't matter where they came from, where they're going, if they want to be a millionaire CEO, or just try to provide a better life from how they grew up, their goal here should be to try as hard as they can to be better than they were last semester. And we'll support them on that journey. Thanks.